Welcome back everybody to my channel where you subscribe for a video on personal finance and entrepreneurship every single week. Today we're going to talk about the crypto crash. I've got some data points that I want to share with you guys that will help you make up your own mind if you should hold or if you should fold. So recently I posted a poll asking you guys what your exposure was in crypto, and out of 20,000 responses, here's what we found. A lot of you guys have between 1 and 5% of your net worth allocated to crypto. 13% of you have between 6 to 10%. Between 11 to 20%, it's 12%. Above that, it starts to taper off very quickly. My question to you is, when you bought crypto, were you buying it as an investment or were you buying it as a bet on the future price? If you bought it as an investment, then you need to ask yourself, what are the cash flows that you're receiving from that investment? Are you receiving any dividends? Are you staking it? Are you participating in any sort of yield farming program? If the answer is no, then you were simply buying it as a bet on the future price. And so therefore, you should be prepared to lose all of it, because ultimately that's what we're seeing right now in this market. People are losing money on their bets. You know, there's a saying in poker that you only live to see the flop once. And basically what that means is that 3 cards come out, you have a really good hand, but you only get to see 2 more cards before you have to make a decision on whether or not you want to keep going. And that's basically what we're seeing right now in the markets. Everybody gets in, prices go up, they feel good, they feel wealthy. But now we're seeing prices drop. People are panicking. They don't know what to do. I wanted to share with you guys a tweet from Barry Silbert, who is the CEO of Grayscale, and he says, over the past 10 years, Bitcoin has dropped more than 80%, 3 times. Each time people said it was dead. Each time, new all-time highs were reached. Bitcoin was never truly dead. It just went through a bear market. He goes on to say, don't forget, the best time to buy was actually during the last Bitcoin bear market, which was in 2015, 2016. Buying the dip then would have yielded huge returns. The same holds true today. And the reason why I like his message, it's so simple. He's comparing it to history. History tells us that bear markets are normal. In fact, Bitcoin has gone through 4 cycles since its inception. Looking at the cycle, you can see right here. The first cycle, the price went from $900 all the way down to $180, 80% drop. Second cycle, the price went from $4,000 all the way down to $1,300, another 75% drop. And this cycle we're seeing the price go from a high of almost $70,000 down to around $35,000, an 80% drop. So this is completely normal behavior for this asset class. And if we look back in time, like Barry said, the best time to buy was in the previous cycle when prices were down. And so right now, we have the opportunity to buy the dip. And lastly, let me leave you with this one final thought. A lot of people will call me greedy because I'm not selling my crypto during this crash. But I want you to know that this is exactly how I became an investor. I used to trade penny stocks. I used to trade options, futures, forex, all of that stuff. And then I realized that the best investments are the ones that pay you cash flow. And so I started looking for assets that paid me cash flow. And that's when I discovered real estate, and that's what really changed my life. So if you guys are interested in learning more about passive income, make sure to click the link below.